The camera crew is not there. I had no idea what data he was going to bring,
how they should do their homework.
kind of like on Shark Tank. We're looking for strategic collaborations. So we're looking for people that we can work with, that can work with us.
He envisioned this business as a part of his new business.
He's completed his career. He's very well experienced in what he does. He's a king in data. Anyone that wants to get into business, look, it might be into business with us, it might not, it might be into our 3D crystal industry, it might be a total industry altogether. But the point is, do your homework. People might ask, how much does the franchise cost?
Yeah.
We're not selling a franchise here. You're running your own business. It's your own business name. You're running whatever price point you want. We're not policing or dictating any of that. They're running their own business. But what's happening is that we are here to support them with the technology, with the software, with the raw material, with consulting, with training, with even giving them orders. We want to work with you. We want to see you successful. That what excites me is seeing your success. Sales numbers or their largest transactions and deals, there's nothing that makes me more excited, and I say more power to them. We're open to listen. We want to work with people around the world.
Riaz, you just had a business meeting with potential partner, well-organized, well-prepared partner, and he agreed to be recorded on a camera. What's your thoughts about that?
Well, first of all, I've had you and your team following me ever since I landed in the UK from India. And it's been quite an experience, whether I've been walking down the street or whether we had a business meeting. I'd have to say really that it's important for me to show that I'm practicing what I preach. So when I'm telling people on our social media channels, on our YouTube channel, that they should be out there selling, they should be pounding the pavement. Well, this was my way of providing all the people that are watching an inside look at what do I do when I travel. I carry the weight of my product so that I'm able to show it to people. And by showing it to people, I'm able to educate people. And I might be talking to a consumer, I might be talking to a potential B2B partner, but that's what we did, and we were able to capture that. Now, my opinion, to answer your question on the business meetings that we had yesterday at the House of Spells, today here at Canary Wharf, is that it's really, really good when someone like Shad, someone like Bill is comfortable and in agreement with having a meeting while the cameras are rolling, because it's not easy to do. Both scenarios, in both meetings, I remember I had to make sure I told them in advance that the camera crew is not there. I will only agree to do this sort of a meeting one-on-one with them if they're going to keep it absolutely genuine, unedited, unscripted, and speak to me as though there was no crew there. And when they agreed to that, we did it. And we saw proof that we were able to have a wonderful meeting with the cameras rolling. There was absolute comfort level. And we were able to get to a conclusion that we would have gotten whether the cameras were there or not. That was key. I didn't know. This was my first time meeting Sean. It's important to say that. In person. I mean, I've spoken to him on conference calls. First time in person. I had no idea what data he was going to bring, what he was going to pitch to me, what his final ask was. I had no idea of any of that. Kind of like on Shark Tank. When someone walks in, they're making a pitch and none of the sharks are supposed to know what that pitch is going to be.
Yeah.
In the moment, right?
Yeah.
And here it was in the moment. I heard what he wanted to say. It was very, very well prepared, which was very impressive. And it led to a conclusion.
I saw how you start reading those numbers. You change your body position. Your body language shows that you're very interested in what's going on the screen. At the same time, you know what? I asked Sean, why did you reach Riaz? Why did you decide to come here and agree to film? And he said,
one of the reasons was Riaz offers the opportunity to set up business. But looking through the videos, what I discovered from listening to Riaz and how he spoke was very much the situation where he was about collaboration. He was about working with people and giving back to different communities and sharing the knowledge and the expertise to help people set up in business. And it felt very much more positive he wants to give back and help people rather than make money himself. It feels in the right way, the right type of personality. And that's where the logic came from. And also the knowledge in terms of the 3D crystal and the machine and the blocks and the sharing of the information was very easy. So it felt a very open and very much not a hard sell, but a helping hand. And I think that's the way I'd look at it. It's very positive in terms of he knows he can do it himself. However, he wants to actually spread the word of 3D crystal and the technology as much as it is about his business. And I think that was something that came across very strongly.
It so resonate to what we do, what I see right now. I was impressed what he did and gave, and that he agreed actually to provide that feedback. Hopefully, it will be very helpful to those people who are thinking, should I reach Riaz? Should I reach 3dcrystal.com? And the main thing, that will be a great example how they should do their homework.
100%. I mean, first of all, thank you, Victor, for what you said. Thank you, Sean, for whatever you've said. I haven't seen it yet, but what I would say is that homework is key. We're looking for strategic collaborations, strategic partnerships. We're looking for people that we can work with, that can work with us, so that we can grow. As I've said it many times, we want to grow the subsurface laser engraving industry. That's what my objective is, whether that's by way of introducing new software, new products, new ideas, whatever it is, right? And so when we're able to meet and be introduced to people who are very well experienced, Sean himself is now just finished his career. He's not a new entrepreneur starting a fresh career in his 20s. He's completed his career. He's very well experienced in what he does. He's a king in data. And for that level of experience, amazing contributions can take place to any business. Now, in this case, he's chose 3D Crystal. I asked him why. He wasn't intending to get into the 3D Crystal business. His best friend passed away from cancer. And so he was looking for a memorial gift. We're a marketing company, so he happened to come across our ads and he saw our product, and that's where he fell in love with it. And after falling in love with it, he said, okay, I want to now potentially actually even get more involved and sell it. So you just don't know who or why or what the path is, but for whoever comes across our product, whoever comes across our content that resonates with the product and that wants to get into something that is interesting, exciting, wants to run their own thing, well, we're very flexible. We're open to listen. We want to work with people around the world.
I asked him about the overall idea and why he decided to start working on this direction. And what I noticed that he envisioned this business as a part of his new business, memorial business. And yeah, of course, that can be a completely new startup who can start working with you, your company. But at the same time, this is a nice example when existed business that already operate comes to you and say, I love your product. I would love to be a collaborator, not a competitor.
Yeah, it's so rewarding. And that's exactly what I've attempted to achieve from day one. I mean, we could have kept the softwares to ourselves, our own technology to ourselves, but it was the best decision to actually go out there and work with people that already had locations. At that time, that's what collaboration was. Today, collaboration is happening at a whole other level. But the advice I would give to anybody, and that's first to mind right now, just after speaking to Sean here, is that anyone that wants to get into business, look, it might be into business with us, it might not, it might be into our 3D crystal industry, it might be a total industry altogether. But the point is, do your homework. Do your homework, be prepared. I mean, the spreadsheets that he had showing me the many different target demographics, he had analysis on all competitors, not only in the UK, but globally around the world. What are some of the other companies that are out there doing? What's good about, he had ordered from other companies, so he was able to tell me the difference between what he got from a product created by Cockpit 3D and a product not created by Cockpit 3D. And he was able to give me that, and this is brilliant, because I'm hearing it from someone that's not within my bubble. And it's golden for me to hear this from someone that's out there has no loyalty to me whatsoever, could be a potential competitor as well, yet he's totally opened up. He's come here, he's showing me his laptop, the screen's openly, he's agreeing and feeling very comfortable to be recorded, not knowing what the conclusion is going to be.
Yeah.
And it speaks volumes. So my advice is to anybody out there looking to start a business or looking to work with someone, do your homework before you meet them, because that's what impressed me the most.
Great. Could you disclose the information about the areas? I know that you're really glad to find a new partner in UK. You're honored to have that. Canada, UK, US, different countries. How many countries you already have?
I don't even know. I don't keep track. I could tell you that we're in all 6 continents. I have no idea how many countries we're in because it keeps changing. And that's the beauty. And you're right that I am honored to be working with partners in different countries. And I think that that's our business model really, is to be able to come out with innovations in the technology, but then set people up to do it wherever in the world that they are so that they can benefit and we can too. And the beauty is that it's not a franchise. And this is something I have to make clear, because people might ask, how much does a franchise cost?
Yeah.
We're not selling a franchise here. You're running your own business. It's your own business name. You're running whatever price point you want. We're not policing or dictating any of that. They're running their own business. But what's happening is that we are here to support them with the technology, with the software, with the raw material, with consulting, with training, with even giving them orders. Because again, we get orders coming in globally from around the world. So if someone has decided to utilize our solutions, why not support them with orders?
Yeah.
If they can get an order out quicker than what we would from North America, why not give it to them? In fact, I shouldn't even say North America. I should say that if there's a partner in a particular state that can do it faster, or that has capacity, or that needs orders, why not get that laser operator to print and supply, as opposed to us doing it at our head office? So, there's many, many different ways to slice it over here. But at the end of the day, it's all about a win-win.
Great. Could you describe the overall impression after 3 days shooting in UK? So we filmed a ton of material. Did you tired? Did you find it hard? What was the biggest challenge during all those 3 days?
So first of all, I have to give credit to you, Victor, and your crew. When you're able to make the subject, so myself, feel comfortable, that's what leads to natural content. And, your vision in production and producing and the questions that you've been asking are really what make the entire production, final film, the quality that it is. Quality is the content, just as important as the angles and the lighting and stuff. It's the content that's king, and the content comes from good questions. My overall impression, you asked, am I tired? There are times where I have been tired. Yes, I can't lie, I'm tired. But I've enjoyed it thoroughly. And I believe that people know me. People know my company first and foremost through the lens of your cameras. That's how they know us. After that, today, Sean.
I feel that.
Right? Now Sean sees me and he meets me at another level. But the first point that most people are seeing on YouTube or wherever is through your lens. So at the end of the day, I'm thrilled that, you've been able to take a day in the life of Riaz and naturally show it to the world.
Thank you. Thank you for so nice words, Riaz. What about the challenge? So was it hard to talk to strangers on the street near the Big Ben?
Even with the experience that I have, I think it does get to a point of discomfort when, you're speaking to an absolute stranger for the first time and showcasing your product. Sometimes they're wondering, what's the point? Like, why is he here? But the brilliant thing is that almost in every situation, the moment you explain why am I here today? Why do I want to speak to you?
Yeah.
I don't want feedback from people that are within my regular social circle. So the best thing is to speak to someone I have no idea of, who can be from anywhere around the world, because where we went was heavily populated by tourists. So you don't even know where they are. I had to ask, do you speak English? Bonjour, ça va?
Ça va et vous?
So this here is something that is unique. We want to get your opinion on what you think of it. So I'm going to hand it over to you. And what's the first opinion that you have of what you've got in your hand?
Looks heavy.
Heavy. What do you think of the packaging?
It's nice.
Nice? Great.
Sober.
Okay. I'm going to open it up. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
So we've taken a photo that someone has provided to us. We've made it 3D, and we've laser etched it inside crystal. My question for you is, in feeling the weight on it, and seeing the product, and if it was your family image inside right now, how much would you be willing to spend for a product like this?
How much?
It's crystal, that's right.
Correct.
I don't know, maybe between 100 and 200 euros?
100 to
Something
200
like
euros.
that.
Perfect. If you gave me a photo right now,
Oh, it's very
how long would you wait to receive that product?
Some weeks.
1 month.
1 month. You'd be willing to wait 1 month. Okay, excellent. And then after I asked the question, and some did, some had broken English, but I'm able to get their true opinion because they have no loyalty to me. They could say that they hate the product. They could give me price points that are completely insulting.
Yeah.
They don't care because they're never going to see me again. Yet in every situation, we're getting the wow factor. They're seeing the product, their eyes light up. What's your opinion of it?
It's heavy,
Okay.
for one.
Awesome. What do you think of the packaging?
Packaging's really nice, yeah. It looks like it's got a luxury item in there, potentially. I like the felt box as well. That's nice. It kind of looks like a watch box or something.
Okay.
That's just a guess. But yeah, I really like that. I mean, it matches my outfit as well.
And they're excited about what they're seeing. They want to know, well, how is it done? And they're giving me the opinion of the packaging and how it feels and what it looks like. And,
And all those 3 groups that agreed to do that was amazed.
yeah, they were amazed. And if we had time, we would have had 20 people, 20 groups that we were spoken to, right? But time was obviously restricted. But at the end of the day, it was a little uncomfortable at the beginning, but very, very rewarding at the end.
What about those seniors? Could
Yeah.
you describe the overall idea what we had
Yeah.
and what we got on the output?
Yeah, well, things don't always work the way you want. Remember, we always talk about, it's good to have some failures. So it's not like everything worked out during the session. We did try to, get some musicians to get involved in doing something creative, but they weren't prepared. To be fair to them, we hadn't approached them in advance. Everything that we've done, even today's meeting, has been kind of ad-lib, right? Impromptu. So even with them, we wanted some of these local street musicians to be a part of it, but they weren't very comfortable at that moment in time. So that didn't work out.
I think that was very great adventure and trip for me as well. I was honored to see how business meeting on such level happen. It's the first thing for me, and I learned a lot. You maybe not saw that, but I listened carefully. I saw how you move, how you speak, how you act. The funny thing that I even noticed some body gestures like that.
I'm not even aware
Not
of
on
it.
yours, not on yours, with your head there. That was fun. That was really cool. I'm really glad that you offered me to film you during this 3 days trip in London. Thank you for that opportunity, for all this experience that I got.